Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt. We are back for some more Pillars of Eternity with the Triple Crown difficulty settings. In the previous episode we did some quests, there was a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, and I need some action in my life. So this episode we're gonna be doing something a little bit more active. Something to note in case you guys didn't check it out. In the previous episode we did get this scepter, which is a soul-bound weapon for Mr. Aloth. Really cool. We're gonna start charging this up and see if we can improve it along our adventure. And my main goal now is to go for the Forgotten quest, the Nest Egg quest, and then more than likely we're gonna continue some of our main story quests. So without further ado, let's get to it. I am gonna stop at the inn, I am gonna have a rest and purchase some more camping supplies as I only have one. And once that's done, we are gonna go. Come on, my friends. Ta-na-na-na-na. And we also have some... Oops, not here. We also have some quests in Ondra's gift that we still haven't seen. Because that area I didn't really fully explore. I just went there for some of the quests we had and then just headed out.
No. Even just a single... I'm not calling Isilmir out just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words.
I like these two. Okay, so we're gonna go for the Goose and Fox Inn for that rest and picking up some camping supplies. And if they also have some food, some interesting food, I'm also gonna pick it up. I always like having food on my party, even if at times I don't use it when I should.
Hail and well met.
Hail and well met. Okay, so what do you have? You have stew, which is not bad. I like this one. Chicken is constitute. Okay, so let me just start filling in my... I like the piggy. I'm not gonna swap my piggy. But I do like the Labrador. Cheese, fish, this is for crafting stuff. I will take the fishies. Don't need the beer. I think I'll take the stew. Yeah. Thank you. And we shall rest. And what do I want? I believe I'm going to go for the ranged accuracy, athletics and mechanics. It's mostly because of the ranged accuracy here. Or just perception and resolve, sorry. I want this one. Okay. Quick and easy, we are well rested. Let's go for the Adelmar Bridge. And then we also have some of the surrounding areas to clear that we haven't done yet. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game. Kitty. Okay. So we're gonna go for the Adelwan Bridge for the quest The Forgotten, where we are supposed to impersonate a merchant, I believe. Vicent Agosti wants me to stop an adventuring party from looting Engwithan ruins and causing a diplomatic incident. Speak to the Forgotten and pose as Mestre Barcosi's buyer. Find out how the Forgotten are smuggling Engwithan artifacts out of Defiance Bay. Okay. We shall do this. But we shall be careful. I really don't like the fact that the game puts me in front though. So here we have Orimant Hassan. The man's hand rests slightly on the hilt of his flail as you approach. What's your business with us? Does the name Barkosi mean anything to you? Yes, you're late, and we hate to be kept waiting. Don't let it happen again. Now, on to the details of our arrangement. There's a loose plank on the southern end of the docks in Ondra's gift, near that sunken ship. Leave the payment there. Gems and coins only. Gems preferably, they are much easier to carry than sacks of coins. Right. We'll take the payment and replace it with Nguithan relics of significant... Oh, sorry. And replace it with Nguithan relics of slightly lesser value. I say lesser because we have to take our own fee first. We're doing all the work and taking most of the risk after all. There you have it, clean and simple. Any questions? How do I know you won't just take the money and leave nothing in return? This arrangement works for Mestre Fusillo, it works for Mestre Ross. You don't like the deal? Walk away. Okay. How do you know which relics are valuable? I'm quite knowledgeable about the Nguithan culture. If I say something is valuable, it is. And this is Anverian Damondrad. Anverian hasn't been wrong yet either. Tell your master not to worry about us selling him junk. Don't the Clanfathans get upset when they catch you looting in Nguithan ruins? The elven woman sneers. If we do get caught, which doesn't happen often, we make sure the Clanfathans don't stay upset for very long. Witnesses are inconvenient. They do have 2 wizards here. You've managed to keep this arrangement going without ever getting caught. Yup. The Valian ambassador Agosti knows about us and is trying to shut us down. He's not as smart as he thinks he is, and besides, our patrons in the republics are more powerful and influential. We don't have anything to worry about. I don't have any more questions. Good. Give us about a week and we'll have something for you. Ooh, who's that? Liliana of the Vale. Sorry. Bad news, Orimant. Barkos' buyer isn't coming. Looks like the knights took him in for questioning. My guess is Agosti is behind it. So, what's going on here? Who's this? He stares at you, his gaze hardening. Good question. Well, this is awkward. He knows too much. Kill him! Yeah, and this is the part where I don't like my rogue to be in front here, because he's gonna get targeted by everything. Okay, so let's see. This guy is casting the bouncing missiles, which means I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage here. This guy is a monk. He's casting Chill Fog. I'm guessing this is a barbarian and this is a fighter. And this is a rogue. Okay, so to try and not take as much damage from this, and the Chill Fog is gonna be coming over here as well. I'm gonna escape as far as I can. We are gonna start with a painful interdiction to try and interrupt them as well. And I don't know if it's not best for us to just kind of back off for now, to not stand on top of this Chill Fog. Let's see how this plays out. You're gonna move back, you're gonna move back. You are gonna move back as well. Okay, so I'm out. Although the missiles are still gonna be coming in. Go over there. Painful interdiction went out, back up, and we're gonna have it there. Hold the line here. Okay, here come the missiles, which are gonna suck. Which are going to suck. Let me see if I can at least not have them bounce onto anyone else. I doubt it, though. Wait, where is Durance? Oh, what are you doing here, man? Did he get pulled? Oh, you son of a bitch. He cast into the fray. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. Oh, God. Okay. So, honestly, I think the best choice for me here is just to withdraw Durance. He's gonna stay stunned. He's not gonna be doing much in the fight, but it's better than having him just die. Yeah, I'm gonna lose on a lot of buffs, though. So, withdraw on yourself. We're gonna send Kana over here. You're tanking over there. You are gonna start blasting people. You are also gonna start blasting people. And I'm running away. Okay. We took some damage, but we avoided the bouncing missiles to come to anyone else. So let's cast our second wind here to get some HP back. And I think I want to do something better with Aloth. This guy is trying to paralyze it there, so let's get a vigorous defense up. And I am going to get out some tentacles, I think, to help out. Like in this region. It's gonna be on the fog, but it's still better than nothing. Okay. A blast is coming in. Very good blast. And now the question is, what do I want to do? You go over there. But what will you do? Okay, he's still casting his thing. I could go for Phantom Foes, having everybody be flanked. Or I could start aiming for the backline. I think I'm gonna go for that. Okay, my rogue is back. We're gonna try and blind this caster. You are gonna try and cast a Silent Scream over here. You hold on to this one who's coming for the Grieving Mother. Okay.
Yes.
I think we're fine. Where are you going? Ooh, they're swapping targets. They did not like this maneuver. Okay, so Durance is safe. He's right here. He can't move, but he's safe. I don't like that this guy is aiming for her. But I think we're gonna be fine, honestly. Ooh, fireballs, you bitch! Okay, this guy is stunned and blinded. Keep killing him. We're gonna get the Silent Scream. My tentacles are up. Oh my lord, she's taking a lot of damage. And I don't have healing, of course. Either is paralyzed. How can I help? How can I help here? I'm gonna try and slicken in this region. Try and knock these three guys down. It would help out a lot. Okay, still in withdraw. Oh, they actually swapped for Kana? That's very good for me. Okay, back up. Shoot this guy. Or actually heal yourself. Okay, she's fine. You are not fine though. You're taking a lot of damage. Okay, Slicken. Oh! Perfection. Okay, this guy is near death. Let's focus on him. Let's have the tentacle focus on him as well. Durance is still safe, even though it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think this fight is done. They are prone for 2 seconds. I'm gonna bring Kana over here. And I'm gonna cast my Sacre Bleu on these guys here. Hopefully paralyze all three. Did you just miss everybody? 1 miss, 2 graze? Oh, okay. Paralyzed, paralyzed, not paralyzed. Okay. So, you fight this one, but use your second wind. We kill that wizard. We're gonna start working on this wizard as well. Okay, he's done for. Okay. Let's focus on the monk. Gonna try to paralyze him if I can. Although his fortitude save is probably gonna be high. Oh, this targets will. Okay, it targets will. Still, a monk is gonna be resilient probably. Okay, this guy is done. Yeah, I don't care about him. So go for him. Let's try and knock him down as well. I'll take it. That one's dead. We got Eder and Kana flanking this guy. Okay, fight done. Hello, Durance. Welcome back, my friend.
So much for you.
Bitch. Let's get some passive healing here. And... oh, he's dead. Okay, well... this is what happens when we do not get to pick and choose how and where we want to fight. There was no choke point. And they immediately used...
Hey.
into the fray on Durance to pull him away from the rest of my party, and that was kind of what messed up the entire fight at the start. Still, we managed. Now, we have some cool things here. I'm just gonna pick up the money, and I'm gonna store the drugs. I can store this as well. Store. We have a potion of infused with vital essence, which is cool, for Kana, for example. We have a lot of items to sell, a lot of fine stuff, which is always worth picking up. And now we also have this unique item here, the Sanguine Plate. This is actually one of my favorite armors in the game. It's got very decent damage reduction. It's a plate mail. It has +2 to survival, which is always cool. And it has something that can be very, very, very good and also a little bit dangerous, which is the Frenzy ability. So when the character using this is hit by a critical hit, Frenzy is gonna proc. And it procs twice per encounter. So it's kind of quote-unquote spammable. You can keep on getting this to proc. And I'll talk a little bit more about Frenzy in a second. So, despite popular assumption, the Sanguine Plate was not named for its blood-spattered appearance. It was originally owned by a barbarian from Rauatai, and while his combat style did frequently leave the Sanguine Plate in need of a good polishing, it was actually named in reference to the owner's jolly nature. He was popular around town and in the taverns of the nearby port, where he was quick to buy friends and visitors a drink and glad to hear the news from abroad. However, his seemingly inexhaustible good humor was counterweighted by a hair-trigger temper, and it was said that none who actually saw him in a bad mood lived to tell the tale. Okay, so why is Frenzy so good and so bad? Well, not so bad. Why it's so good and also its downside. It's gonna give the user +4 to might and +4 to constitution, plus 33% attack speed. This is the really awesome part. It's gonna give you a penalty of 10 to deflection, which is... it's kind of whatever, honestly. But the main problem for me, depending on the character you want to use this on, is that health and endurance are concealed for 12 seconds. Which means you won't be able to tell how your character is doing during a fight. And that's something a little bit worrisome, right? Because if you put this on someone who is going to be your front line, who's going to be a tank, for example, you want to make sure he stays alive, because if your tanks fall down, it's going to be a problem. And at the same time, it hides health, so if you are constantly healing him, but the health is gradually getting drained, you can actually permanently lose a character by doing this. In any case, I consider this to be a very, very good piece of armor, if not one of the best armors in the entire game. I would not put this on a tank, because might isn't really what you need for a tank. I would put this on somebody like, for example, I don't know, a monk, a barbarian, someone that's a melee DPS. But yeah, very, very good piece of armor. Not sure if I'm gonna be using it during this playthrough, but do know it exists. You can pick it up here, which is relatively early in the game, and it's very, very excellent.
Hey.
What else do we have? We have our wizards. So we can store this. I'll take the grimoire. This is a potion of power, which is awesome. Gimme. You can store this and that, and take the grimoire.
Hey.
Okay. So, before I forget, because I always forget this, I am going to look at the grimoires. And I just learned confusion. God damn it. Well, still, I have the Aloth duplicate, which I also wanted. And I have the Arcane Dampener, which is also a spell that I really like. This one is going to suspend all beneficial effects on enemy characters. So, if they want to buff themselves up with 30 different buffs, this will strip out every single one, assuming you hit, naturally. This one I'm immediately gonna take. They are expensive, but I do want it. So I have both of these. And I also have the concussive missiles and the flame shield. I don't really need any of this right now, so I will just keep it on me so I can remember I have it, and I'll store this one. And the same thing goes for this one. Okay. Fine Scepter can go away.
Hey.
Okay, and we have... So what we have? We have this quest kind of completed. We have to return to Vicent Agosti and let the ambassador know that the Forgotten will no longer be causing any more problems for him. But we also learned about the place where the place that they use to stash their payments. So we're gonna be checking that out and see if we can find something there as well. So first of all, let's go to the first fires, and we are going to report our success. And I'm also gonna see if I can build something new at Cadnua. I'm at 24,000 gold, which is quite nice. Let me just see this quickly. Build. Oh, no, I still gotta wait for the botanical garden. Okay. Come on, characters. Let's go. Oh, God. We have assassins. Wonderful. I like this. Okay, you guys wanna fight? I'll give you a fight, bitches. Oh my god. Okay, maybe let's wait here. This guy, okay, melee weapon, melee weapon, melee weapon, melee weapon, bow, and I'm guessing this is a cipher. Okay, I don't like this very much. Okay, so you go here, you go there. You guys back up because I don't want my characters to get webbed. Okay, let's knock this bitch down. You can go for this one. And I would like to start working on the enemy. Oh, this has a pistol. Okay, let me get a vigorous defense going here. You can buff yourself. Yeah, we're gonna have some buffs here. Okay, okay. You can hit this right here. You're gonna try to blind the cipher. Okay, cipher is blinded. I'm just still waiting for the webs. Okay, there goes one web. Oh, you bitch. There goes the second web. Let's pull this guy. I am confused and frightened. I never remember what's causing this. It's a tenuous grasp. Jesus. I don't like that. Okay. Let's see if I can help Mr. Cordant here. Confused and frightened. Immune to confused. Okay, let's get that going. I don't like that. So, let's take it out. We have a large amount of focus points on the Grieving Mother. So I think I'm gonna try and stun this guy so he doesn't come for me. And Aloth is about to get a very powerful buff. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna use my buff to probably... Oh god, the range is kind of short though, which is painful. Yeah. Okay, you guys wanna have fun with confusion, I'm gonna confuse you as well. I'm gonna try and cast confusion in this area. So you start moving over here. Okay, he's moving quickly, which is good. This guy is coming for Durance. Yeah, because you are webbed, which sucks. Ugh. Yeah, this stuck ability is gonna be very annoying. In any case, let's go. We're moving quickly. Confusion in their backline. Am I immune to confusion now? Oh, okay. It does not remove confusion. It just makes you immune. Well, you gotta use it preemptively. Okay, well, what are we gonna do here? I think I'm gonna go for damage reduction because we are getting our backline hit here. I'm also gonna swap for my melee weapon. The Grieving Mother is still trying to stun this guy. I'm not liking this fight. Okay, confusion. Ooh. 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 Okay. Very good. So, I'm gonna wait for confusion to wear off, which is very, very quickly. And now we can start nuking this guy because Aloth is gonna do a lot of damage. And we can also start working on this guy with my rogue. There we go. The Grieving Mother is working on him as well. Okay. This confusion is gonna be a big, big deal here. Okay.
So much.
This one is backing off for that one, which is lovely. Badly injured. Okay. I'm gonna go for a Devotions of the Faithful over here. And I'm gonna try and hit Aloth as well. Thank you. There we go. Okay, let's start killing these bitches. No. Swap. Let's get some HP as well as some accuracy. I want you to focus on the Cypher. I want you to also focus... No, you focus on this one.
That's it.
Ooh, okay. Aloth melted him. Can you guys move now? You can move now, so let's bring him into the front. Yeah, this is much better. Knock this bitch down. One wizard, two wizards. Let's focus on this wizard. You focus on that wizard. And you blast this one in the face. And we're gonna get a nice Sacre Bleu as well.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this makes me happy. This makes me very happy. Let's nuke them. Yes, Grieving Mother. Show them what you're made of. We're gonna continue killing this wizard here. Stop going for my character, you bitch. Okay, just hit this one. Pew! Okay, this guy melted. Paralyzed, let's kill him as well. Yeah, Aloth is just blasting people to pieces. And he's not losing a lot of HP, which is lovely. 34 damage. Yeah, baby.
Much for you.
Yeah, baby. Yes. You wanna come for me? With your assassins? No, no, no. I shall assassinate you. A scrolled note. Let's learn who sent these guys. And again, another example of, another showcase of not having a choice of the place we fight. It's much more chaotic. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with in your brief time in Deerwood. Okay, so Samar is doing their homework. Same thing. Same thing. So everybody had a description, which makes sense. Let's get that. Okay. Let's get some flowers as well. And just like before, let's see what they have. Okay, nothing interesting.
Hey.
Let's carry on. So I was coming for the Valiant Embassy. Did not remember these assassins at all. Or at least I didn't remember they showed up at this time. So this is the guy I want.
Greetings.
Greetings. You've brought me good news, I hope. I met with the Forgotten, but it didn't go quite like you planned it. Oh, you weren't able to learn anything about their smuggling operation then? Well, I did. Pay me. It was going well, but then they discovered I wasn't really Barkos's representative. I see. I'm glad you survived the experience. He rubs his chin. I had hoped that I could resolve the situation with subtlety, but what's done is done. I have no idea what may come of this. But that's my problem, not yours. Take these gems as payment for your service. If there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. Well, farewell.
Hey.
We got 5 emeralds. We completed the task The Forgotten. He was relieved to hear that the Forgotten won't be looting anymore in Gwithan ruins and causing him no end of diplomatic headaches. Now, the emeralds are nice, naturally, but the biggest reward really is that plate mail, the Sanguine plate. And now, I want to go...
Can I, talk to your, your friend? What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know. No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Quite right. And I also want to do something here before I forget, because naturally I forgot, as usual. I gave Eder the weapon focus peasant for hatchets and spears, which means he isn't benefiting from it by using the flail. So I am going to swap this for the Heart Harvester, or the Heart Harvest. Not really for any of this, but just for the extra deflection and for the extra accuracy. So right now he's sitting at 55 accuracy. And this way he goes to 57. It's not like a massive boost, but, you know, it's good. So, +4 to accuracy. Because this one isn't fine. I see. I mean, 1, 1, 1, it's not really that expensive in terms of materials. Yeah, let's give him some extra accuracy here. It doesn't cost us much. Okay. And now he has 61 accuracy compared to the 55 he had before. Okay. Cool.
Hey.
So we learned about their payment place in Ondra's gift, the loose plank close to a sunken ship. So we're gonna go there and see if we can find some money. There's a lot of fog.
Alright then.
And I might also try and look for some extra quests here, because we did learn from the guy in front of the Ducal Palace that there was a lost boy, and that we should seek Ondra, or whatever her name was. Surrounded by scattered planks, it isn't clear whether this skiff has been half-built and abandoned, or cannibalized for lumber. And we did learn about a loose plank near a sunken ship. And I'm guessing it's somewhere close to this. So, if it's a secret thing, we have to be in cautious mode, or scouting mode, in order to look for this loose plank.
I see something.
Aha! And there we go. We have some gems, we have some gold. Quite lovely. Can we continue? We can. Oh, these are just irrelevant people. Okay. So, I want to find Ondra, or at least I think that's her name. Or his name. To search for the lost boy. Oh, and okay. I was gonna use these to kind of guide me. Like I said before, it's kind of a spoiler, I know. But this helps. So not Ondra, but Oda. Oda's house. And let's see if we can get a quest here. So this is odd. I haven't been here before, really. Huh.
What is it?
It seems like I haven't.
keeping an eye out.
First thing to do, steal. Are you here about my boy? Maybe. Okay. No secret stuff. A pale green fuzz has colonized one of the loaves. Ugh. A quiet, motionless shape is swaddled beneath filthy rags and moth-eaten towels. Please tell me it's not a baby.
Hey.
Please, man. The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles and her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Her eyes widen, somewhere between hope and apprehension. Are you here about Darren? Calm down and start at the beginning. It's my son. His father, Wade, took him fishing 2 days ago, and I haven't seen them since. The neighbors are no help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift these days. I'd be out on the docks and looking myself, but I can't leave the baby. Her eyes wander to a crib, and she lowers her voice. Oh, it is a baby. I don't dare take a hollowborn out, what with the violence near the brothel. I feel her misery, her pain. Her mind brims with it. Poor woman, man. You have a hollowborn baby? The answer is etched plainly on her face. Wild One's legacy is as potent in Defiance Bay as anywhere. People are scared, and they're looking for someone to blame, whether it's those women at the brothel or the families of these poor babes. So much misplaced blame, so much hurt heaped on hurt. She sighs and watches the motionless cradle. I don't approve of what goes on at May's place, but these attacks won't earn us the god's mercy, and it's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me more about her disappearance. What do you want to know? Well, tell me about Darren. The ghost of a smile flickers across her lips. He's a brave lad, if a little too bold for his own good, but he's always been a dutiful son and a gentle brother. He's got dark hair, quick eyes, and a ready smile. When you find him, you'll recognize him in a heartbeat, I'm sure of it. Okay, so dark hair, quick eyes, and a ready smile. Okay, so the dark hair would be our only guidance. And tell me about Wade. She scowls and brushes a greasy strand of hair from her face. Sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or rue that he hasn't come home as often as he does. Or that he comes home as often as he does. He spends most of his time and all of our money drinking at the brothel. As ever since, her gaze returns to the silent cradle. Where did you see them last? Wide was taking Darren fishing at the docks. That was 2 days ago. Okay, I have no more questions for now. And I'll be back if I find anything. Oda closes her tired eyes, likely for the first time in 2 days. I don't know how to thank you. I don't have much to spare these days, but Ondra bless you for anything you can do. And we got the quest, or the task, Brave Darren. A young boy named Darren has gone missing. For 2 days she has to care for her hollowborn child at home, so she's asked me to search for him. Oda last saw Darren when he left with his father to go fishing at the docks. Perhaps I should speak with the sailors and fishermen in Ondra's gift. Okay, and I think we actually found the father, Wade, and I think he's at the brothel. But when we spoke with him, he didn't really have a lot to say to us because, yeah, we didn't have this quest. So let's see if he can tell us something about his son's location. And then we also get to talk to the fishermen and people in the area. Yeah, so here he is. Wade. Can't a man drink in peace? Perhaps you've had enough to drink. His eyes are filled with shame and self-loathing. What do you want from me? Your son's missing. You'd better explain what you're doing here. Wade buries his face in his hands. It's not like that. I was taking the boy fishing, and I just wanted to stop on the way for a drink, a quick one. So I told him to wait for me outside. I only meant to stay for a few minutes, but by the time I came out, he was gone. What kind of father goes to have a drink in a brothel while his child waits outside? In a district that's known for violence? He stares at his mug again and takes a quick drink. I don't know what I'm going to tell Oda. That you're a terrible father. Jesus. That's no excuse to sit here. Get your ass out there and look for him. You think I haven't tried? I've lived in Ondra's gift all my life. When someone's been missing this long... White turns back to his drink and takes a long gulp. Okay, so not much out of him. But he seems to indicate that anybody out in Ondra's gift this time, or that's been missing in Ondra's gift all this time, is most likely dead. Let's hope that's not the case for young Darren. And let's see if we can get some fishermen to be a little bit more help than this guy. He has apparently looked, but I kinda doubt that he's looked that far. Or that hard. Okay. That one has nothing to say. Oh. I'll take it. Maybe I should be here during daytime, but we have a fisherman. The tide's in. If you're wanting to get down to the shoreline, you'll have to wait until daylight. Alright. The ropes dangling from the crane sway in the ocean breeze. And here we have a named fisherman.
Hello.
Okay. Imatel. An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You, don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large round opal with Ingwithan runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Well, tell me more about this missing cargo. He licks his lips. We started in Cold Moor and were making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. And what exactly happened? He massages the opal in a clammy palm. When we reached Aina's Rest, we may have agreed to, take on a few crates from some place called Kleban Relag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. He shrugs. Don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say if you say they came from the ruins. He closes his hand around the opal in a white-knuckled grip. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I've seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. He shudders. I saw one of those suits of armor walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch, so I closed it. He squeezed his eyes shut. I see. Okay, so we can kind of judge him. I won't do so. He was panicking. So how did the ship get here? He rolls the stone between his hands. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit rocks as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to Ondra's gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in his nets. He shows you the opal again. It's part of that scepter. From what I recall, there were 3 other pieces, and I'd bet you anything there's something in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be profit to follow. Okay. There must be a reason you haven't gone looking for the rest of the artifact yourself. I'm lucky to have escaped the ship like I did. I'm not taking a chance with those things. Yeah, okay, so the suits of armor are still around here, it seems. What happens if I find the rest? You find the missing pieces of the artifact, and I've got an animancer friend from my expedition days who'll find you a stack of coppers. He scratches his beard. All I want out of this is a few £100 for my lost payday. If that sounds fair to you, I'll give you this stone and the name of my contact once you have everything else. Imatl regards the opal again. Seeing as the kid dredged this stone up in his net, I'd wager you could probably find the missing pieces out in the shallows during low tide. Imatl gazes over the water. Anything else you need? I'm gonna go for this soon. Imatl doesn't sound like a Dirwooden name. That's because it isn't. I'm from the Ixamitl Plains, a broad savanna north of the Durwood. Not so different from the ocean in a way. There are places where you can stand and turn a full circle and see nothing but the winds making waves in the grass. He watches the surf lapping against a wrecked boat. But at moments like this, I wonder what business a plainsman like me had taking to the water. Okay, now, have you seen a boy named Darren around here? I see him nearly every time I'm at port. He nods at the half-sunken boat. He's the one who found the opal. Good kid, despite that loafer of a father. Yeah, so we know what it means, but let's ask anyway. Loafer? A scowl crosses his leathery face. Drunk more often than sober, and poor company either way. He spends his scant coin at a salty mast when he's got mouths to feed, and yet he thinks his hollow-born daughter is the curse of his family. Yeah, not very good. Any idea where Darren could be now? He frowns. That boy loves the ships. He's probably playing pirates with the sailors. If he hasn't stowed away with the cargo. Okay. Thank you for the information. And farewell. So, we have a new task, which is a clandestine cargo. Imatl told me that the other pieces of the artifact will probably have washed into the shallows around the docks. I might be able to figure out what this item is and get a better price for it, if I can find all of the missing pieces. Okay, so the shallows are referring to the area here, like this area, but you can only reach it during daytime, because right now it's high tide and you cannot go there. And about Darren, we know that the father is at Salty Mast, we talked to him, yep. And Imatl told me that Darren likes to play around the ships at the docks. So let's see if we can find some hints as where he might be. And I'm guessing these are all docks.
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levees during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Jesus Christ.
So many spirits, yet so few awakened.
How can you not love Durans with stuff like this? In all the right places, we are near a brothel. I don't think I need to explain what this man meant. I'm just looking for secrets, as like there was one with the loose planks over there. Maybe there's another one, but it does not seem to be. Maybe here.
Keeping an eye out.
Oh. Oh. Okay, this isn't considered stealing, which is good.
I'll see it done.
Lockpick, yes.
It's finished.
We have a pearl and an opal. And this is Marcello. This young lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
Hail, traveler.
If you've a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. He looks around nervously. I could use your help. What's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, saying you're a kind-hearted sort. He runs a hand through his hair nervously. It's the captain. Or rather, not the captain himself, but his chest. His sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, what with us staying in port a couple of days, and... He coughs. I may have gotten a little distracted. Marcelo nods towards the buildings nearby. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the Salty Mast. Jesus Christ. Everybody in this area just goes whoring around and forgets his duties. When I got back, the chest was gone. He sets a pleading look on you. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far, but the shift's changed, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardarm. On the yardarm? Okay. Please, if you could get it back for me, I swear by the flame I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortanero finds out anyway. Any ideas where the thieves might have taken the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figured they must have sneaked it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't got it open. Unless it took an axe to it, I suppose. Oh gods, he takes a breath. If they've got it open, I really am done for. Okay. Any chance you've seen a little boy named Darren? Oh, sure. He wanted to play on the ship, but I couldn't let him. Fortanero's very strict about that sort of thing. I had to shoo him off. Felt a bit bad about it. Saw him heading towards the salty mast. Not really somewhere he ought to be playing. I hope you find him. Okay, well, farewell. We also got the new task, All Hands on Deck, which, as we've seen, Marciano has pleaded with me to find this chest before the captain returns. It is unlikely they've made it out of Ondra's gift yet. I should start my search here. Okay, so just by looking into the quest for Darren, we've picked up several other tasks. And we even haven't completed our search in the docks. And we've also never gone to this area here, to the lighthouse, where there's also a quest to do. But yeah, my idea to continue in the next episode is gonna be to go and keep searching for Darren, and also look into the tasks, All Hands on Deck, as well as the clandestine cargo. As always, my friends, I hope you guys are enjoying this adventure, and I want to thank you all for being here in the channel with me, watching some Pillars of Eternity. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you want to get notified about other videos coming to the channel, consider subscribing. They are coming out every single day. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.